Let's go to Nemo in Bournemouth. Nemo, good evening.
Hi, can you hear me?
Yes, hello.
Hi, so I'm currently studying in university, and thank you for taking my call. And I've given them 11 and a half months notice regarding a religious festival. And the university have turned around to me and said, it's most likely that we will be setting an exam on this date, and the best we can offer you is your first attempt at the second sitting. If you fail any one of the 3 exams, we'll defer you by a year for your second attempt.
Is there a question, Nemo? I mean, I can hear the outrage.
What should I do?
Pass the exam. I'm being flippant, but that's the best advice. All right, so the legal position, there is no duty to make reasonable adjustments for people's religion. As there is a duty to make reasonable adjustments for people's disability, there is no duty to make reasonable adjustments for people's religion. So the legal question, because the university is providing goods and services and isn't allowed to discriminate on grounds of religion, is whether by holding an exam on the date of a religious holiday, they are adversely impacting a disproportionately larger number of people of that religion than the population as a whole. And if so, can it be justified by them in other words, they're setting the exam on that date for a good reason. Now, can I ask you, Nemo, the importance of there being no duty to make reasonable adjustments, by the way, means they don't have to make a special case for you. They don't have to move you to a different date. That's why I made that point. Can I ask you, I'm not going to ask you what religion you are, but can I ask you if this festival is a major festival that most of the adherents of your religion?
Absolutely. And it's one of the 3 big ones of the 3 big religions. And they've made more than enough adjustments for one of the other 3 big religions every Friday. Let's put it like that.
Okay, I am actually now going to ask you what religion you are, if you don't mind.
Judaism. I have no problem. It's Judaism.
Judaism. And what's the other big religion they've made adjustments for on Fridays? Islam. And what adjustment have they made on Fridays?
So in the official timetable of last year, every single Friday, an entire hour was blocked out for prayers. And I thought that was great. That's really good. I have a very strong concept that I don't push down another person.
Okay, I understand. Yeah. What religious festival is this?
Pentecost.
Okay. How many days is that?
It starts on a Tuesday night and it'll end on a Thursday night this upcoming year.
So 3 nights, 2 nights, yeah. two days.
2 days and yeah.
And are there any other festivals during the same period?
No.
Okay. No. So what you're essentially saying is, on the basis that they're not obliged to make a special case for you because there's no duty to make reasonable adjustments, your case basically has to be that they're not allowed to hold any exams on those 2 days.
I'm not sure. That's why I'm saying, where do I stand? Yeah,
well, this is the problem. That's what your legal case would have to be, that it's unreasonable for them to hold any exams at all on those 2 days because Jews or some Jews won't be able to do those exams. I think you'd struggle with persuading a court that they don't have a good business reason for saying, look, we've got a 3-week window for exams. We've got to hold exams on those 2 days. We're helping Nemo by saying she can sit at the retakes, but fundamentally we can't change the whole exam system for Nemo.
So I think where I was really disappointed was that I gave them 11 and a half months notice and they said that they haven't set the exams yet. They still won't give me a clear, definitive answer if they have set the exams on that day yet at all. Yep. And I've offered multiple different options as well, which a lot of other universities offer, which I know they don't have to supply just because other universities do it. But I'm not the only student that's going to be affected by if they decide to put exams on those 2 dates. Yeah. And also the way that they work as universities, they set the exams apart. So they're not going to have to be on those 2 days specifically. It'll only be one exam. Okay.
Timetabling examinations is not as simple as due dates that accommodate Nemo. Sorry, that sounds really rude. I don't mean it that way. Not. But timetabling examinations is pretty tricky because they've got to deal with venues, getting the right people in the right places at the right time. I think your answer to this isn't a legal one, Nemo. I think it's probably a political one. What about seeing if you can get the Union of Jewish Students to make representations on your behalf?
That's a really good idea. And also, I think another interesting point in my case is that I'm also a disabled student, and I'm also having issues with them on the disability front, and they already have to provide me with one-on-one invigilation. So their case of we can't provide it to you a day before or a day after if you sign an affidavit because we'd have to give you one-on-one invigilation. I just turned around and said, but you already are.
Yep. All right, Nemo, good luck with that. But as I say, I think the answer here is a political one rather than a legal one. Really interesting question, though. Thank you.